you've asked, what is the most important thing that I've learned in healthcare? So I would have to say that would be the benefit of teamwork and vigilance. So some may say, oh, that's so cliche, Kathleen. But as cliche as it is, I find that true teamwork works. So what are some of the benefits that I've seen? So it makes all of the team members appreciate their value, their contribution. It boosts morale and motivation among the team. In a space where there are staffing challenges, engaged vigilance leads to that early evaluation and intervention. And I recognize that patients have a better hospital experience when there's that teamwork and vigilance. And there's a better learning environment for the entire team. So you ask, what is teamwork? Teamwork is usually a term brandished about freely without understanding the full weight of this very important aspect of healthcare. For those who appreciate this theoretically, let me introduce this concept to you practically. Teamwork can reflect the collaboration of a subset of teams or a full integration of all partners. Usually when we see teamwork, it involves a very topical approach where members of the interdisciplinary team collaborate and work to develop working strategies and healthcare solutions for the patient. In the Caribbean, we have this concept of, it's not my job. Oh, I ain't doing that. That got nothing to do with me. And it is one of those statements, or set of statements, that largely contribute to many missed moments in managing our patients. In order for the practical aspect to be embraced and work, it needs to be strong leadership and a space where all members of the team feel like their input is valued. I have led teams where the basic expectation from those team members was vigilance. Simple vigilance. A small and seemingly insignificant word and act, but it has a great weight in a system where understaffing is a norm, unsafe patient ratios continue despite protests, inexperience of our staff, poor mentorship, and poor support structure prevails. Now, does vigilance replace those quality standards expectations? Of course not. However, practicing vigilance and giving persons the reassurance that their vigilance and timely reporting is important can benefit or can contribute to better and more successful outcomes. So vigilance begins with the underlooked housekeeper, the orderly, and moves across the healthcare team. Notice I didn't indicate a hierarchical divide and say up the healthcare team. So while each team player's role is important, and they're guided by their level of study and knowledge, in order to appreciate the concept of teamwork, the mindset has to shift to show that every team member's role is important. As it relates to the housekeeper, I say underlooked because sometimes we see the housekeeper as someone who comes in, sweeps and mops and keeps the area tidy, and we don't usually associate those as team members. Truth is, they may not either. He or she may see themselves as just completing this task or completing this work because I have other things to do. But here's how vigilance can help. A housekeeper comes through the department or the unit, and they're in the intimate cleaning space of the patients. But oftentimes, they may or may not generate conversations with the patients. So they get to know the patients. It's a little bit more intimate. And during that process, certain practices and behaviors are observed from the patient. I've had situations where housekeepers came looking for me to say, sister, you see Miss XYZ, or the patient in bed 16 if they don't know the name. She don't look so right, Or I noticed that in terms of nebulization, the miss coming out to the chamber, or the miss isn't coming out to the chamber anymore, Or something as simple as, the patient had the miss, sister, but the patient still looked real uncomfortable. You could go along and check out the patient for me. And it's responses like those that trigger an act of urgency and reevaluation. I'm not saying that reevaluation does not occur. I'm saying that focused evaluation often leads to reevaluation and reorganizing of your goals. And it can apply to anyone. It can apply to the orderly, the housekeeper, the doctor, anyone. So what is my takeaway? Never underestimate the power of teamwork and vigilance. Teamwork makes the dream work.